bed, and like it develops into like cockroaches. It's not linked up in that way.
Actually, I have a question. When you watch the film, at least when I watch the film, it's like the three of them almost exist in their own world, and the life just goes on, you know, beside the streets, the people walking. But the three of them is like the whole world is complete, you know. Is that what you wanted to portray in the film?
In a way, yes. So if you see they are situated in spaces, so that looks a bit like a jail. And they're always looking out of the windows, and they're always stuck and then talking a lot. So, and I wanted the visuals to feel very heavy and very enclosed in a way. But actually at the same time, because I'm filming actually in a HDB apartment, the spaces are really this tight, and I could only work with wide shot and within these tight spaces. So in a way, I felt they were also suitable for the storytelling as
well. I don't really know if the characters were like feeling complete. I mean, I guess that's what the film was sort of about. It was sort of searching, right? Each of us had something to search for, on the surface at least. And because we're not complete, I guess we were all trying to fill some sort of gap. And we ended up like leeching onto each other for the lack of this answer or this bigger meaning for my case, right? Yeah, so you know, it wasn't very complete, but however, you could sort of see that like when we came together and we were like talking, we managed to pass time. Yeah.
I guess in a way we're all consumed by our own problems, and when we face our own problems, sometimes we just see our own problems. We don't think of other people. And we're so consumed by it, we forget that actually life goes on. And at that point in time, the three of us, at least three of them in the film, were facing a certain problem they wanted to fix. Like, I did want to change my job. And yeah, so that was one of my concerns then. So, yeah. And as for the question about hopes and aspirations, well, I wish that I can go to Taiwan finally, because I still haven't been there. Yeah.
Actually, I think what's nice about it for me as I watch the film is that, you know, every one of the characters are incomplete, you know, but it's actually the friendship that brought them together, you know, and the bond of friendship. And it's kind of, when I watch the film, I feel it's also a film made because of friendship, and I think that's a nice thing about the film.
I guess we had a very real friendship to tap into from the first place, like, right? Yeah. Yeah. And so, you know, really we could work off something very genuine, right? And it's like, it wasn't scripted, but like, if I talk to Val, I know immediately what Val is going to say after I say something. And just like how she knows that, like, you know, what, or at least what I mean, you know, when I say something, or I know what she means when she says something. And then there's this like crazy lingo going around. If there wasn't subtitles there, this film will travel from my house to your 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 house. I know what I'm saying. That's how the film is going to travel. You know. So, yeah, we were speaking in our own friendship language.
Thank you for your nice words on friendship. Oh, by the way, the prayer that he did with us at the end, it was real. So in case anyone is offended, yeah. And
We'll hold one outside.
I guess it started from friendship, yeah, because the project just came out because one thing said, let's shoot something. Yeah, and when I never thought that this was completed in a way. So I was very surprised to know that we actually made a feature film in 2 days. 2.5 days. So it came as quite a shock to me. Yep.
But I think all our films have been made with friendship. Because Chris makes films too, and he just made a feature film, and I was in it again. And I made a short film with Val, and one thing always works with me. Like, he helps me shoot my films, and Val is in Chris's films sometimes as a toll, and Val is always in One Thing's films. So yeah, I think making films is an excuse to hang out. Yeah.
Maybe we have time for one last question.
You have major trust in your actors, I mean, to let them, it's friendship, I suppose, but because you cannot predict, and you may have, I just felt that you don't have, I don't know how to put it, you don't have much ego, or you don't mean to control, you let them, take control over, and I think you really believe in communication, because nowadays I think people chat or talk over the phone, and but it really is a power of communication which I enjoy. And I just want to know what communication-wise, I mean, what is your own idea, and how do you think your ideas or some synopsis or whatever you have, how is it, how much of it, or how is it, how do you manage to reflect it?
Actually, I am very thankful for their trust in me, because they really don't know what they were doing actually, and they sometimes complain they don't know what they are doing, what to do, and but they still did it. So I am very thankful for their trust in doing the scenes, the situation, and the way I shot was a bit like a documentary. So it's more like an observation. So it's easy for me to let them say what they want to say, and that's actually what I want to hear from them. Something from their heart, something that is not acted, but through their reaction with each other in the situation. So I hope to capture something that is true, even though they are acting at the same time, which they know there's a camera, which they can't escape. So actually, I wouldn't say I captured their true character, but just maybe a surface, maybe a truthful surface.
So, have you found what you're looking for? Or are you in the process of finding it still? Or have you made some headway into what you're looking for?
For the story as a whole, I think there is no answer, but actually the search is the most important. This inquiry, this courage to ask, that's the most important, because there's no resolution and there's no clear beginning. So what's important is the discussing in everyday life, in every single day. This simple talk is actually very important.
I just have one question to one thing about cinema, and why do you have Robert Bresson's book there?
Actually, it just happens so that Daniel borrowed the book on Robert Bresson. I was just reading it, so it's actually a bit random, but also I felt it was appropriate because the film deals with very spiritual themes, and I thought it was appropriate. And actually he was using the book to cover his face. But I thought it was quite cute, and the acting thing.
So we're on the question of have we found what we were looking for, right? Like in life.